morning. Today I'm coming to you from Wheeler Creek Canyon Trail. A very, very beautiful, busy trail, but there's a reason for that. This is probably one of my favorite fall color hikes. Like I was saying, busy. Had a biker coming up behind me. Very popular biking trail. They fly down this mountain, let me tell you. You gotta watch yourself on this one. But today I'm coming up Wheeler Creek. I'm gonna do a junction up Icebox, and then from there I'll take a junction up to the Maples Trail. I'm actually hiking up to Snowbasin to pick up my check. I figured what a way to do it, right? Anyway, the reason this is so special is because this was a family trail back in the day that we took to place our very first geocache. We had just got our puppy back then, now a very old dog, Mo, and we named it Mossy Mo. And this was dedicated to our whole family. Speaking of geocaching, if anyone ever wondered how I got Cache MACS, it's because of geocaching, and MACS is actually the initials of my family. Michael, Andrew, Crystal, and Sydney. There's a lot that goes into that. I've developed it, the reasoning behind it over the years. Cache is something that you used to do when you wanted to hide something precious. And the MACS, of course, being my family. And there's nothing more special than your family. So that's how I came about getting my name, Cache MACS. But this is going to be a beautiful hike. I hope you all enjoy it. This is why this is so special. This is a place my kids always made me take them. It's just off the trail. Little bridge, old bridge that you cross under. They loved their graffiti and everything else. But it's a beautiful spot. Just beyond the bridge, there's a little split off that comes down to this little camp spot. And this is where we decided to put our first geocache. Nice little tent spot right here. Any reason. The reason we called it Mossy Mo is because we covered the container in a dried moss. And for years and years, every year I would come up here and the moss would continue growing on it. It's suffered a lot here lately. I won't go back where it is, but anyways, right over here. Well, yeah, right behind that rock. I didn't used to have to put a rock there. There's a geocache. But I kept that dried moss on it, and I would come up every year and there's moss that grows in this area, and I would just kind of peel some of the moss back and layer it back onto the geocache, and it would grow and stay like that. So for years the moss stayed on it, but over time it finally just all fell off and it's not covered in moss anymore. I'd like to repair it and fix it so it lives up to its name again soon. So keeping with the theme of geocaching, we used to come up here and do the loop. We'd do the Icebox, and then we'd go across the top and come down the Art Nord. But every time I did it, I saw this point in front of me, that rocky point. And I always told myself that I wanted to go up to there and put a geocache. I think it was finally, was it last year? I finally got tired of saying I was going to do it, and I did. I found a route up to that spot, and now there's a geocache right on those rocky ledges there. It's a little bit harder to get to, but the view down both Wheeler, Icebox, and Art Nord, and then looking out towards Snowbasin. If you want to see some fall colors from all vantage points, my geocache is the place to go see it. just like that, we are coming up on the Icebox Canyon Junction. We're going to go down this trail, cross the bridge, and start going up Icebox Canyon. Going to be beautiful through there. So I think I've featured this a couple of times on a couple different videos, like my autumn video and everything. And if I wasn't so basic, I would put a little link, bing, showing you what hikes they were, but that's not me. I guess I'm basic all the way through. Encountered so many people on the Icebox, honestly, and it is absolutely beautiful. Why wouldn't somebody come up here? I've got an extra pep in my step today. Today marks my first day of officially being on vacation. I'm out here really just trying to keep my legs fresh before I fly out to Virginia. Just really pumped and excited to be doing that. All right, so normally if we were doing the loop over to the Art Nord, we would take this route and head east down through those trees. There's a little bridge down there. But we're gonna head up towards Maples because I need to go to Snowbasin. So up the trail we go. So that whole area there, beautiful ridge. All these colors here. That would be along the old Snowbasin Road. And now we're in the open and we can see my destination, Snowbasin. All right, we're deep in the Quakies now. That's going to give you your orange and yellows. Alright, I recognize this bridge. Yep, just over this bridge we are going to meet up with the Sardine Loop Junction. Sardine Loop comes off of that mountain there and continues up to the Maples Campground Road. So between the the Sardine Junction Loop and the Maples Campground Road. There's a really nice group of trees that you go through. It's probably other than Wheeler Canyon, this is probably my favorite section. Wheeler is the most beautiful. Just rugged cliffs, water, great colors. But this is a beautiful little section. It's a wasp nest up. See that little dot? It's a wasp nest. Alright, so if you start at Wheeler Canyon and come up to Snowbasin, up to the lodge area, that is 5.5 miles. Pretty good hump. So if you were to return, that's an 11-mile round trip. Definitely pretty good workout. I think I'm gonna go down Old Snowbasin Road on the way down and see if I can't see that dog along that way in the Middle Fork area. So I'll get back with you as soon as we get back out on the road. Here's the start of the Old Snowbasin Road. Start, end, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so by taking the Old Snowbasin Road, I'm basically going to stay to the south of everything I just came up. Man, I don't know if you can see the colors, but they are really, really popping. I'm not one that really likes to walk on asphalt, but I gotta say, it was well worth taking this road down. It is beautiful along here. Alright, so I am going to take the connection trail. This is about the area the guy said he lost his dog, so I'm gonna cut over and reconnect with the trail I came in on and see if I can't see him. So normally I would go ahead and cut over to the Art Nord, but the sun is like straight up right now and that's a pretty exposed ridge. Plus I love icebox, so I'm gonna go back down icebox to finish out my trip today.
Home to the mountain. To the mountain.
All right, that's gonna wrap up our hike for today. Just to recap, what I did was came up Wheeler Canyon, took the junction at Icebox, went up Icebox, and from Icebox I took the Maples Sardine Junction, and I took that all the way up to the Maples Campground Road and into Snowbasin. Came back down the Snowbasin Road, which it only cut like a half mile off of my total hike. I finished with 10.5 miles and what was it, 2367 in elevation. So a little bit of a climb if you do the whole thing. So great hike, especially for the fall. Love this canyon, and I am going to wrap this one up. Y'all have a good day.